Today, we have an exciting video lined up for you. We're going to share 40 frugal living tips that actually work, helping you save some serious cash. So let's jump right into it. Tip 1, grocery shopping. Tip number 1, grocery shopping. Did you know that shopping in the evening can score you some fantastic discounts? Unknown tip, many stores mark down items nearing their expiration date, giving you the chance to grab them at a bargain. And remember, always make a list and stick to it to avoid those tempting impulse buys. Oh, and here's another unknown tip. Buying generic or store brands instead of name brands can save you a ton without sacrificing quality. Tip 2, energy saving. Moving on to tip number 2, energy saving. By making small changes around your home, you can significantly reduce your energy bills. Start by installing energy-efficient light bulbs and appliances. And here's a neat trick. Use a power strip to easily turn off multiple devices when not in use. Oh, and don't forget to lower your thermostat and cozy up with some warmer clothes during those chilly months. You'll see a difference in your utility bills for sure. Tip 3, transportation. Tip number 3 is all about transportation. We all know that driving everywhere can burn a hole in your pocket. So let's explore some alternatives. Consider walking or biking for short distances. It's not only good for your wallet, but also great for your health. Another unknown tip, combine your errands to reduce unnecessary trips and save on fuel costs. And if you're up for it, carpooling or using public transportation can also be fantastic money-saving options. Tip 4, entertainment and leisure. Now, let's talk about entertainment and leisure. Who doesn't love a good movie night or some quality downtime? But did you know that you can enjoy these activities without breaking the bank? Here's a secret. Borrow books, movies, and games from your local library instead of buying them. It's a fantastic way to save money while still enjoying your favorite pastimes. Oh, and don't forget to keep an eye out for free or discounted local events and activities. You'll be surprised by the hidden gems waiting for you. Tip 5, financial services. Moving on to tip number 5, let's dive into the world of financial services. We all know that banking and credit cards come with their own set of fees and charges. But fear not, there are ways to keep those costs in check. First, choose a bank with little to no fees. And when it comes to credit cards, always pay off your balances in full each month to avoid those pesky interest charges. But here's an unknown tip. Don't hesitate to negotiate lower interest rates or fees with your credit card company. You'd be surprised how open they are keeping you as a customer. Tip 6, insurance and utilities. Tip number 6 focuses on insurance and utilities. We all need insurance coverage, but that doesn't mean we have to overspend. Start by comparing rates from different providers to ensure you're getting the best deal. And here's an interesting unknown tip. By raising your deductibles, you can lower your insurance premiums. It's definitely worth considering. And when it comes to utilities, reducing water and electricity usage through simple techniques can save you a significant amount each month. Tip 7, housing and utilities. Let's move on to tip number 7, which revolves around housing and utilities. Whether you're renting or owning, there are smart ways to save money in this area. Consider downsizing to a smaller living space to save on rent or mortgage payments. And guess what? Negotiating rent prices with your landlord can also work wonders. Another option is getting a roommate or renting out a spare room to offset your housing costs. And don't forget to explore energy-efficient housing options that can help you cut down on utility bills. Tip 8, personal finance. Last, but certainly not least, let's delve into tip number 8, personal finance. This is where budgeting and saving truly shine. Start by tracking your expenses and creating a monthly budget. Automating your savings by setting up automatic transfers to a savings account can make a significant difference over time. And here's an interesting unknown tip. Try using a cash envelope system for different budgeting categories. It's a visual and tangible way to manage your spending. And remember, before making any non-essential purchases, give it a 24-hour waiting period. You'd be surprised how many impulse buys you'll avoid. Tip 9, eating out. Tip number 9 focuses on eating out. We all love indulging in a delicious meal at a restaurant, but it can take a toll on your wallet. Here's an unknown tip. Opt for appetizers or shared dishes with a friend to save money. Additionally, keep an eye out for happy hour specials or lunchtime deals. And if you're a coffee lover, brewing your own coffee at home and taking it on the go can save you a significant amount over time. Tip 10, meal planning. We'll get to that in a second. I have a favor to ask of you. If you like this video so far, please subscribe to the channel. Moving on to tip number 10. Meal planning. This not only helps you stay organized, but also saves you money. Plan your meals in advance. Make a detailed grocery list and stick to it. By knowing exactly what you need, you'll avoid those impulse purchases and reduce food waste. And hey, here's a bonus tip. Consider batch cooking or meal prepping on weekends to have ready-made meals throughout the week. It's a time and money saver. Tip 11, dye cleaning products. Tip number 11 encourages you to embrace the world of DI cleaning products. Did you know that you can make effective and budget-friendly cleaning solutions at home? For example, a mixture of vinegar and water can work wonders as an all-purpose cleaner. Baking soda is great for scrubbing tough stains, and lemon juice can freshen up your surfaces. Not only will you save money on expensive cleaning products, but you'll also reduce exposure to harsh chemicals. Tip 12, unsubscribe from unused subscriptions. Now, let's talk about those pesky subscriptions that sneak their way into our bank statements. Tip number 12 is all about unsubscribing from unused subscriptions. Take a moment to review your monthly expenses and identify any subscriptions you no longer use or need. Whether it's a streaming service, gym membership, or magazine subscription, canceling those unused subscriptions can save you a substantial amount of money each month. Tip 13, embrace secondhand shopping. Tip number 13 is all about embracing the world of secondhand shopping. It's amazing what treasures you can find at thrift stores, consignment shops, or online marketplaces. From clothing and accessories to furniture and home decor, you can score incredible deals while reducing waste. Plus, it adds a unique touch to your style and home without breaking the bank. Tip 14, embrace minimalism. Speaking of adding a unique touch, tip number 14 encourages you to embrace minimalism. Decluttering your space not only brings a sense of peace and clarity, but can also save you money. By being more intentional about the things you own and resisting the urge to make impulse purchases, you'll find that you save money in the long run. Remember, less is more. Tip 15, buy in bulk. Moving on to tip number 15, buying in bulk. For certain items that you use regularly, buying in bulk can be a fantastic money-saving strategy. Whether it's non-perishable food items, cleaning supplies, or personal care products, purchasing them in larger quantities can often save you money compared to buying smaller packages. Just be sure to compare prices and ensure that you'll use the items before they expire. Tip 16, DIY gifts. Tip number 16 is all about DIY gifts. Instead of splurging on expensive store-bought presents, consider getting creative and making your own heartfelt gifts. Whether it's a handmade card, a batch of cookies, or a personalized craft, these thoughtful gestures often mean much more to the recipient and can save you a significant amount of money. Plus, it adds a personal touch that money can't buy. Tip 17, use cashback apps. Now, let's talk about tip number 17, using cashback apps. Technology has made saving money easier than ever before. There are numerous cashback apps and websites that offer you rebates and rewards for your everyday purchases. Simply scan your receipts or make your purchases through their affiliated links, and you'll earn cashback or points that can be redeemed for discounts or even real cash. It's like getting paid to shop. Tip 18, embrace free activities. Tip number 18 encourages you to embrace free activities. We often underestimate the fun and enjoyment we can have without spending a dime. Check out your local community center, library, or parks for free events, workshops, and classes. Go for a hike, have a picnic, or organize a game night with friends. There are countless ways to have a great time without reaching for your wallet. Tip 19, negotiate bills and expenses. Moving on to tip number 19, negotiating bills and expenses. Did you know that you can often negotiate better deals on your monthly bills? Whether it's your cable or internet provider, insurance company, or even your gym membership, don't hesitate to call and ask for a better rate. Companies want to keep your business, so they might be willing to offer you a discount or a lower price if you express your willingness to switch providers. Tip 20, grow your own herbs. Tip number 20 is all about growing your own herbs. Fresh herbs can add a flavorful touch to your meals, but they can be expensive to buy regularly. By growing your own herbs at home, either in your garden or even in small pots on your windowsill, you'll have a readily available supply while saving money. Plus, there's something satisfying about harvesting your own homegrown herbs and using them in your recipes. Tip 21, learn basic home repairs. Now, let's talk about tip number 21, learning basic home repairs. Hiring professionals for every minor repair can quickly add up. By learning some basic home maintenance skills, you can save money by fixing minor issues yourself. From unclogging drains to patching small holes or even painting walls, there are plenty of tutorials and resources available online to guide you through these tasks. Plus, you'll gain a sense of accomplishment and self-sufficiency. Tip 22, shop seasonal sales. Tip number 22 encourages you to shop seasonal sales. Many retailers offer significant discounts during specific seasons or holidays. Whether it's Black Friday, end of season sales, or holiday clearance, keep an eye out for these opportunities to snag great deals on items you need or have been eyeing. Just be sure to stick to your budget and avoid impulse buys that can negate the savings. Tip 23, use coupon websites and apps. Moving on to tip number 23, using coupon websites and apps. Gone are the days of clipping coupons from newspapers. Now, you can find a plethora of digital coupons and promo codes online. Websites and apps like RetailMinute, Honey and Coupons come offer discounts and deals for various retailers and restaurants. Before making a purchase online or in store, do a quick search for applicable coupons and watch the savings add up. Tip 24, meal prep. Tip number 24 is all about embracing the art of meal prepping. By dedicating a few hours each week to plan and prepare your meals in advance, you can save both time and money. Not only will you avoid the temptation of eating out, but you'll also make efficient use of ingredients and reduce food waste. Plus, having pre-made meals ready to go can help you stick to your budget and make healthier choices. Tip 25, use FreeCycle and buy sell groups. Moving on to tip number 25, utilizing FreeCycle and buy ESL groups. These online platforms and local communities allow you to give away items you no longer need or find preloved items for free or at a fraction of the original price. It's a win-win situation. You declare your space while also finding useful items without spending a fortune. So, before buying something new, check if you can find it through these platforms first. Tip 26, DIY home repairs. Tip number 26 encourages you to embrace DIY home repairs, instead immediately calling a professional for every minor issue that arises. Try your hand at fixing it yourself. There are countless online tutorials and step-by-step guides available for common home repairs. From leaky faucets to squeaky doors, you'd be surprised how much money you can save by learning basic repair skills and tackling these projects yourself. Tip 27. Buy second-hand furniture. Moving on to tip number 27, buying secondhand furniture. Furnishing a home can be a significant expense, but it doesn't have to break the bank. Consider checking out thrift stores, consignment shops, and online marketplaces for gently used furniture pieces. You'll find unique and affordable options that can give your space a personal touch. With a little creativity, you can transform secondhand furniture into beautiful statement pieces. Tip 28, swap services with friends. Tip number 28 is all about swapping services with friends. Instead of hiring professionals or paying for certain services, why not exchange skills and talents with your friends or neighbors? For example, if you're great at graphic design and your friend is skilled at gardening, you can offer your design services in exchange for their help in transforming your backyard. It's a win-win situation that saves you both money. Tip 29, use public libraries. Moving on to tip number 29, utilizing public libraries. Libraries are not just for borrowing books. They offer a wide range of resources and services that can save you money. Borrowing books, ebooks, audiobooks, and magazines can save you from purchasing them. Libraries also offer free access to educational programs, workshops, and even movie screenings. So make sure to explore all offerings available at your local library. Tip 30, host potluck parties. Tip number 30 encourages you to host potluck parties. Instead of shouldering the entire burden of hosting a party, invite your friends and family to bring a dish or beverage to share. This not only lightens the workload, but also allows everyone to enjoy a variety of delicious foods without spending a fortune. It's a great way to save money while still having a fantastic time with your loved ones. Tip 31, embrace homemade gifts. Now, let's talk about tip number 31, embracing homemade gifts. Instead of buying expensive gifts for birthdays, holidays, or special occasions, consider using your skills and creativity to make heartfelt gifts. Whether it's a handcrafted piece of jewelry, a personalized photo album, or a homemade spa basket, these gifts often hold more sentimental value and can save you money in the process. It's the thought and effort that truly count. Tip 32, borrow instead of buying. Tip number 32 is all about borrowing instead of buying. Before purchasing items that you'll only need temporarily or rarely, check if you can borrow them from friends, family, or neighbors. Whether it's tools, camping equipment, or specialty kitchen appliances, borrowing saves you the cost of purchasing something you'll only use once or twice. Plus, it builds connections within your community and reduces clutter in your own space. Tip 33, save spare change. Moving on to tip number 33, saving spare change. Those coins that jingle in your pocket may seem insignificant, but they can add up over time. Start a jar or container dedicated to collecting spare change and make a habit to empty your pockets into it regularly. You'll be surprised how quickly those pennies, nickels, dimes, and quarters accumulate, providing you with a small stash of savings. Tip 34, use loyalty programs. Tip number 34 encourages you to take advantage of loyalty programs. Whether it's your favorite coffee shop, grocery store, or clothing retailer, signing up for their loyalty programs can offer you exclusive discounts, rewards, and even freebies. It's a simple way to save money on the items you regularly purchase or enjoy. So, before making any purchase, check if there's a loyalty program you can join. Tip 35, plan staycations. Now, let's talk about tip number 35, planning staycations. Instead of splurging on expensive vacations, consider exploring your own city or nearby towns. Look for local attractions, museums, parks, and events that you haven't experienced yet. By planning a staycation, you can save on travel expenses while still enjoying a break from your routine. It's a wonderful way to discover hidden gems in your own backyard. Tip 36, shop at farmers markets. Tip number 36 is all about shopping at farmers markets. These markets offer a great opportunity to buy fresh, locally grown produce and other items directly from the farmers and artisans. Not only does it support the local economy, but you can often find better prices compared to traditional grocery stores. Plus, the experience of strolling through the market and chatting with the vendors adds a special touch to your shopping routine. Tip 37, use a programmable thermostat. Moving on to tip number 37, using a programmable thermostat. This handy device allows you to set different temperature settings throughout the day, adjusting it to your schedule and preferences. By optimizing your heating and cooling, you can save on energy costs without sacrificing comfort. Program it to lower the temperature when you're away or sleeping, and enjoy the savings on your utility bills. Tip 38, DIY beauty and personal care. Tip number 38 encourages you to embrace the world of DIY beauty and personal care. Many beauty and personal care products can be made at home using natural ingredients. From face masks and scrubs to hair treatments and body lotions, there are countless recipes and tutorials available online. Not only do you save money by making these products yourself, but you also have control over the ingredients, ensuring they're tailored to your needs. Tip 39, cut cable or satellite TV. Now, let's talk about tip number 39. Cutting cable or satellite TV. With the rise of streaming services, traditional cable or satellite TV subscriptions have become less necessary for many households. Evaluate your TV viewing habits and consider switching to streaming platforms that offer a wide range of content at a fraction of the cost. You can even explore options for bundling streaming services to further maximize your savings. Tip 40. Set financial goals. Last, but certainly not least, tip number 40, setting financial goals. Saving money becomes much more manageable and meaningful when you have clear goals in mind. Whether it's saving for a dream vacation, paying off debt, or building an emergency fund, set specific targets and track your progress. Celebrate each milestone you achieve along the way and let your goals motivate you to continue practicing frugal living. I hope you found these tips valuable and can implement them in your life to start saving money. Remember, frugal living doesn't mean sacrificing quality or enjoyment. It's about being mindful and making smart choices. If you have any frugal living tips of your own, share them in the comments below. Let's help each other on this money saving journey. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay frugal.